Good morning, everybody. Hello, my little nature nuts. It is Miss Beth here to explore some more nature with you while we are inside with our families today. So what we are going to explore today is the basics of science and what's going on Earth. So today we are going to be scientists and we are going to look at different things and we are going to decide, is it living or is it non-living? Now, those are some big words that maybe we haven't thought about recently. Is it living or is it non-living? And we are going to sort and classify some different things and decide, is it living or non-living? But what does that mean? What does it mean to be living? In order to be living, it needs to be something that eats. It either makes its own food, or it hunts for food, or it grows some food. So in order to be a living thing, it needs to eat. It also needs to grow. It'll be something that starts out small and gets bigger and bigger. So in order to be a living thing, we are going to grow. And we know as little kids, we need to eat some good food to be able to grow and get bigger. It also needs to be able to reproduce. And that's a big word that means make babies. If it is a living thing, it's going to make more living things, make babies. So Miss Beth is going to show us a bunch of different things, and we are going to decide, is it living? Is it eating and growing and making babies? Or is it non-living? It's not doing any of those things. So let's start with a simple one. What about my friend, the elephant? Does the elephant eat? Yeah. Does the elephant get bigger and make babies? Absolutely. So my elephant is a living thing here on Earth. What about a Lego? If I leave my Lego out on a table, is it going to make baby Legos? No. So my Lego is a non-living thing. We'll put that in that bin, non-living. How about a tree? Does a tree grow? Does a tree make seeds to grow new trees? Yes. And the tree even makes its own food. So our tree is a living thing. How about the birds that make nests in the trees and have babies? They're living things too, right? Because they're going to make babies and eat food and grow. What about something like a balloon? Does a balloon eat your strawberries? No. A balloon is a non-living thing. So we'll put him over here. What about a zebra? A zebra loves to eat grass and leaves, and it makes babies. So that is a living thing, my zebra. What about a plastic egg? Does a plastic egg grow? No. That's going to be a non-living thing. But what about a chicken egg? If I left this egg in the nest, would it grow into a bird? It would. So a real egg is a living thing. It can grow into a bird who can make more birds. It's living. What about a crayon? Does crayons eat spaghetti? No. Do crayons get bigger? No. So that's a non-living thing. Ooh, what about seashells? We learned a lot about seashells, and we learned that every seashell on the beach once had a living critter inside of it that created the shell, and it got bigger and bigger and grew when the animal grew. So those seashells were once a living thing. We'll keep them in our living area. What about a chair? Is the chair you're sitting in all of a sudden gonna grow and get bigger? Is the chair you're sitting in gonna make baby chairs? No. So that is a non-living thing. What about a puzzle piece? Do puzzle pieces eat ice cream? No. Another non-living thing. But a fish is going to grow, a fish is going to make babies, and a fish likes to eat food as well. So he is a living thing. Let's see. Ooh, we learned a lot about rocks. We did a lot of activities with rocks. And when we learned about rocks, did we say that rocks like to eat? No. Do rocks make baby rocks? No. So they are going to be our non-living thing. And things that we grow, like our flowers, they are put in the ground as seeds. We give them water and sunshine, and they grow and make new flowers. So those are more of our living things. What about the butterfly? You guys learned all about the butterfly's life cycle. You know that this mommy butterfly is going to lay an egg and make more butterflies. So she is a living thing. Awesome. So all these different things that are on Earth, scientists decide, is it living? Does it eat food, grow bigger, and make babies? Or is it non-living? Is it something we made or that we take from Earth? And that's just a simple way scientists separate different things. And both things are very important. We know that the plants that we grow give us food, and the trees that we grow give us oxygen. Thank you, tree. And all these plants and animals are important. But what about these non-living things? Are they important? Of course they are. We like to be able to draw with our crayons. Balloons are super fun. And we've learned a lot about rocks and the cool things we can do with rocks. So let's explore a little more about how these non-living things can help us here on Earth. And one of these things the non-living things do is actually help us clean our water. How does that happen? Well, when we drink water, we want it to be nice and clean, right? But sometimes water gets mixed in with dirt and other things, and it can get a little dirty. So I have some dirt here, which is a non-living thing, and I'm going to add some dirt to my water. Do you want to drink water that has dirt in it? No way. So we are going to use some non-living things and make this water clean. So we'll see how these things are important for us on Earth as well. So in order to do this experiment, I need a soda bottle, and I need some different non-living things. So I have some sand, I have some gravel from my fish tank, and I have some small rocks. None of these are living. They don't make babies and they don't eat food, but they are going to help me turn this very dirty water into clean water again. And I'm going to create something called a filter. It's going to filter or take out the dirt and leave me with some nice clean water. So the first thing I need to do is cut my soda bottle in half. So I used my scissors and I cut my soda bottle in half. And I'm going to use it to create a filter. What I also need is a cotton ball. So I'm going to stick a cotton ball right here at the bottom of my soda bottle. I'm going to turn it upside down and put it into its base. And I'm going to fill it with my non-living things. So I'm going to pour some sand. Okay. And I'm going to go a little bigger. Sand is super tiny little pieces. And so I want the next biggest thing. And the next biggest thing is my small fish gravel. So I'm going to pour my fish gravel in. And lastly, I'm going to put my big pieces of small rock. And what Miss Beth has created are layers, a layer of sand, a layer of gravel, and a layer of rock. And believe it or not, these layers have the power to take this dirty water and make it clean again. How is it going to do that? Let me mix it up. Okay, so I'm going to pour my dirty water in and we'll see what drips out onto the bottom. Let's see if we can make some clean water. Okay, so it's going to take a minute, but my water is going to start moving through these different layers, leaving the dirt behind and giving us some clean water at the bottom. And this is exactly what happens on Earth. We have layers of different rocks and sediments, and deep down in Earth are actually puddles of clean water that we pull up, and that's actually what we drink. We drink water from deep in the ground. And luckily, these non-living things like my rocks and my sand are going to help keep my water clean. So I'm going to let this filter for just a minute, and we'll come back and see if we have some clean water, okay? While this is filtering, I want to show you how to create something that you can use to explore nature around you and decide, are things living? Do they eat and grow and make babies? Or are things non-living? And one thing scientists like to use when they're exploring are a magnifying glass. And my magnifying glass helps me to look at small things, and it makes it look a little bigger. So I'm going to show you guys how to create your own magnifying glass so you can do some pretend exploration in case you don't have your own at home. So in order to make your magnifying glass, you need wax paper, you need a pipe cleaner, and you need some scissors and some tape. So the first thing you're going to do is take your pipe cleaner and bend it to create the shape of a magnifying glass. So what I did, because pipe cleaners are very bendy, is I just bended it over, attached it, and made a circle at the end of my stick. Now I'm going to take a piece of wax paper and I'm going to cut it to the shape of that circle. So you can trace your circle on it and see what size it is, and make sure you have a nice circle to create your magnifying glass, the lens that you're going to look through to explore living and non-living. So once I have it into a circle, I'm going to place it here and then just tape it together. If you want to use glue and let it sit and dry, you can do that. But otherwise, you can just tape your pipe cleaner on, and then I'm ready to explore. What's going on around here? So you guys can make your own magnifying glass. Let's come back to my filter and see if it's gotten the water through just yet. Not yet, so we'll let it sit for a minute while we explore with our magnifying glass. So let's see, what do I see around here? I see a living thing. It is green and it has leaves and I think it's growing. What do you think it is? It is a plant. Plants are living things. They take the sunshine, the water, and the food in the dirt, and they grow. I see something else. I see a non-living thing. It's my friend, Leonard. I found Leonard, and he is a non-living thing because he is a rock. Oh, and he keeps losing his eyeball, silly Leonard. Leonard, a non-living thing. What else do I see? I see another living thing. It's green. It has black spots. And it jumps. It's living by the pond. What do you think it is? Let's take a closer look. It's my frog. There he is, my living thing, my frog. He grows and gets bigger. He eats lots of crickets and bugs. And he can make frog babies, or she can make frog babies if she wanted to. Awesome. So I can use my magnifying glass to go outside and explore and see what is living or non-living. So let's take a look at my filter. Some of my sand just poured out. I apologize. Oh no, the whole thing just fell out. Some of my water got cleaned, but some sand got mixed to it. But there's no more dirt inside of it. Just the sand got mixed in. My apologies. My filter just fell apart. But the layers of my dirt and sand were able to clean the water, separate the dirt. So while living things are super fun to explore and often very cute, the non-living things on Earth also help us by keeping our water clean, giving us food to eat, and can help us be here on Earth. So while you guys go out and explore nature, think about it. Is what you're looking at something that grows or eats or makes babies? That's going to be a living thing. Or is it something that doesn't do any of those things? And that is a non-living thing here on Earth. Well, that's it for me today, friends. I hope you are enjoying a lovely day. The sun is coming out, so go outside and explore. Bring your magnifying glass with you and see what you can find. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.